Hello Leo, Johnny Alchemy here. Thank you again for joining me on my channel. We're going to be doing your mid-January tarot card reading for January 2024. Let's hop right in and see what we got going on for you. Again, this is going to be a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Everything here is to empower you to make the choices that you want, to create the reality that you want and desire from your own life as well. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about short-term to long-term past for some of you. Okay, so let's start off here. The Ten of Cups here in reversed. So in the past, there's some of you who have gone through some type of emotional journey. Tens talk about the ending of a cycle, ending of a journey of some kind. You know, if there is something where you may have gone through some type of disappointment of some kind, or things didn't turn out the way that you wanted, you know, this is something to consider, because I think here it's really saying with some of these other cards, you know, that has ended. You know, whatever didn't work out for you or may have caused some type of disappointment or sadness, sorrow, all that type of stuff. Understand that that cycle is over. You know, that life is not perfect. It's perfect in its imperfections, let me put it that way. Just as we are perfect in our own imperfections. So understand, you know, if there's any type of disappointments from the past, that it's really something that has ended. Now we move on to the Nine of Wands here in the reversed. So really, I think for some of you, I think from whatever may have caused any type of emotional dis-ease at all, I think you've moved on from it in that past where you go to the Nine of Wands. It's that wounded warrior energy, but now you're going from a place where you are releasing or letting down barriers once more, now that you've possibly healed from them or moved on from them, come to peace with them, etc. You're not letting that get in your way anymore. And so now it's really saying, you know, that you have healed from whatever wounds or emotional wounds that you may have come across in the past, and now you're ready to expand forward and try to gain whatever it is or that you want to right now. I think for some of you, it's talking about this Knight of Pentacles energy. The Knight of Pentacles, you know, they take this journey for themselves. This doesn't mean that they go out into the world, but really they're taking care of themselves, their land. The story with this guy, you know, this knight is really saying, you know, he doesn't go anywhere. He's taking care of himself, his land, his farmland. He's planting seeds. He's creating new growth and abundance where he is at. You know, so I think for some of you in the past, it's really saying, you know, that you have moved on from any type of hurt or loss or sorrow, and that cycle is ending, and now you've healed from there, and now you're willing to move forward and start working on yourself in some type of way to gain more abundance, to gain more growth, to expand, to evolve, whatever that may be. So that's really in the past right now. Now we move on to the present. So here we got a few cards. So here I want to say, let's start off with the Moon card here in the reversed. So Major Arcana, you know, I think this is a big life lesson. You know, I think for some of you, it's talking about that dark night of the soul journey, where some of you, where, you know, I feel like this relates to that Ten of Cups energy. I think as those cups are reversed, it's kind of like you are emptying out all that water from those cups, all of those emotions that are attached to that. And I think for some of you who, in that healing process, you know, it is a little turbulent. I mean, healing is a beautiful thing, as I always say, but going through the healing process, that is where things get really rough, because that is where we have to dive in deep into our emotions, and we have to really release and face any type of pain, any type of toxicity we've accumulated from those experiences, and to really release, relieve, and regenerate from those things. So I think here with this Moon journey, I think it's going to, as the Moon, you know, represents its intuition. You are slowly gaining more intuition from the past, and now you're starting to make sense and learning new wisdom and knowledge from them. So understand, if there is any type of, like, you know, hesitancy or any type of fear-based thinking or any type of hesitation, really, that's what I can feel. Because imagine walking anywhere at nighttime, and you just can't see anything, you hear things, you don't know what is out there. It can cause us to slow down our progression from moving forward and can cause us to sometimes stop and halt our progress. So really, I think for some of you, understand that this process, it is a slow process in terms of healing. You know, you need to take as much time as you need as an individual. There's no one who can tell you that there's a timeline to this. You have your own timeline. So I even see this more with the Three of Cups here in reversed. So I think for some of you, you know, if you have let go of anyone in this current moment, you know, anyone who really does not understand the journey that you're going through, who does not know how to celebrate you or support you as well, I think there's something here where you are releasing that and you're letting that go. Letting those people go or situations go. But I think here, especially Three of Cups, mainly people. I think for some of you, as I said, relating back to that Knight of Pentacles, this is about you. You know, this emotional fulfillment does not come from other people. The true emotional fulfillment that is long-term, permanent, and long-lasting comes from a journey that the individual takes, not anything that anyone else can give you. So really, I think here for some of you, I think you've really understood that. You know, if you've had to cut out any type of social interactions or really taking more time for yourself, that's an important step, because understanding, like, you know, if I just keep going out there, I'm just running away from this process. I am running away from wanting to heal or maybe face some deeper, darker, harder truths or pain that I may have experienced from the past. You know, so really it's coming to peace with that and learning to accept, you know, that's part of us. That's part of our journey. It creates us. It's part of who we are. And that's what we will learn from to create and transform us into something and someone new. I also see the Nine of Swords here. So again, anything from the past, really, if there was really anything in terms of especially swords, talking about the mental realm, is really saying if there's any thoughts associated to that Ten of Cups energy that was in the reverse. Any type of belief systems, any type of pain from the past. Again, that dark night of the soul, that shadow work journey. This comes right into the middle of everything, of your whole spread. And this is right underneath that nine of wands right here. You know, so the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Swords right here. I think here, as you move forward and you let down barriers, you know, that's you moving forward and choosing to thrive instead of survive. You know, you're choosing to not be content in the limitations that maybe you needed at the moment. I mean, in the past, at that moment, rather. And now you're really trying to move forward. And that's the thing with moving forward, as I said, with the healing journey. As we move forward, we stir up the energy within ourselves. We stir up the mind, we stir up our soul, our emotions, because that is activity, that is life moving forward. So I see here a big purging process for some of you, where you're going to start releasing a bunch of, belief systems that may have limited you, again, being underneath that Nine of Wands, and also anything that may keep you stuck in the past. Swords can keep us stuck in the past, keep everything, you know, imagine having one that is stuck in your foot. How can you move forward, you know, when there's pain and there's other things literally keeping you stuck? So again, mental realm, any type of belief system that keeps you stuck in the past, I think that is one of the big soul and life lessons that you may be, for some of you, whoever resonates with this, may be dealing with right now in terms of trying to heal, release, and let go of some of the things that may have caused this pain. So moving forward in terms of the future and things to consider, again, actually, let's do this one. We got the Page of Swords here in the reversed. So really, this is saying, like, you know, this comes underneath that Nine of Swords. And as you can see here, as I said, the tens in the tarot talking about endings. You got 9 swords plus one more. That's a 10. You know, so really it's saying for some of you, you know, going through this relearning and reframing process of your mind, getting rid of old belief systems that may be limiting to you and causing you pain. This is what's going to free you. This person carries a single sword. They don't need all these swords, and seeing how it just causes more internal struggle and conflict. They just need one sword of truth. One true belief system from all of this stuff in the past that is going to move you forward, that is going to protect you, but not keep you limited and stuck. It's something that can help you move forward and you can use to defend yourself from any type of negativity or fear that may come, that comes with any type of challenge or conflict when we move forward along our journey. We also got the Seven of Cups here. So I think for some of you, you're going to be presented and maybe even tested and challenged by the universe in terms of it's going to present you a lot of things that will give you emotional fulfillment. I think for some of you, this comes right underneath that Three of Cups energy. So if you start feeling, as I said, being drawn to certain activities or people, which ultimately may distract you from this bigger journey of self-healing, I think that's something to consider, because as you can see here, there's a lot of cups, and in each one, there's going to be something that could not be exactly what it is. This is a card of talking about fantasy and illusion as well. As you can see here, you could see a snake, you could see a dragon, so there's a cup here. It may seem like emotional fulfillment at face value, but when you start doing it too often or you get too deep into it, you can realize, oh, it's a snake, it's poisonous, it's something that is ultimately going to hurt me. It's a dragon, it's not something that ultimately is going to be beneficial for me, so there are things here as well that are success, that are wealth, that are beauty. Literally there's one that's here that's a shrouded figure, literally the unknown. I think that is what for some of you may want to consider, is just embracing the unknown and understanding this is a self-discovery journey. This is a healing journey for some of you. So again, I think for some of you, during this month, you may be tested by the universe to be given all these cups, and you have to choose the one using your intuition, using the knowledge and experience from the past to choose the one that benefits you the most at the end of the day. Finally, we got the Nine of Cups here in reversed as well. So really, I think for some of you also, it's like you are slowly trying to figure out what is the most abundant, emotionally abundant thing in your life right now. I think, as I said, as you're going through this dark night of the soul journey, this comes right underneath that Moon card. You are trying to figure out what is the goal, what is the end purpose, what is it that I want from this journey, from myself, from my healing especially. This person in the Nine of Cups is really saying, that they need to, make a wish, of some kind. This is talking about a wish being received, a wish being granted. That's why he's able to sit down and to drink from all of these cups, and so really from that emotional journey, that's what fills all those cups, making all those choices that are in alignment for your best good, your best interest, your best healing, to create something new. And also here it's really saying, also in the reverse, it's saying, maybe for some of you, it's time to really get up and move forward. As I said, with that Moon card in the reverse, fear can stop us in our tracks, so can past pain. So now it's really saying, it's okay. Move forward, trust the process, trust yourself, trust the end goal that you have in terms of whatever it is you want to achieve that will give you that emotional fulfillment, and trust in yourself to take those little baby steps into that darkness. Go through that dark night of the soul, self-discovery, self-healing journey, because that is what's going to create the permanence, the long-lasting joy, the long-lasting happiness that some of you may, whoever this resonates with, want to achieve. So let's pull out some more cards for clarity and for you wanted to. Oh, well, two of them did. Oh, three of them did. Okay. Well, there's the three we got. Okay. We got the Ace of Wands. Four of them did. Okay. Might as well take all four. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Ace of Wands, as I said, take that journey. As I said in the Moon card, it could be darkness, it could be uncertainty and confusion. This Ace of Wands is saying keep going, and as you can see here, this wand is on fire. It's like a torch. So understand, the motivations or ambition that you have for yourself, for whatever journey you want to take. As I said, for some of you, it could be for self and for creating your own abundance back with yourself. So use this torch and use that understanding of the bigger picture to guide you. Let that be your light in the darkness, if that makes sense. We also got the Six of Pentacles here. Again, you know, this card is talking about material success. So as I said, abundance of some kind. It doesn't necessarily have to be about money, or it could be about your own health, even emotional health. That's part of that, or just anything where you feel abundant. So really this person, you know, she holds scales in her hands, and she's also giving back to others. So really, I think this is talking mainly about giving back to yourself, you know. Yes, there, and this, as I said, this lands right next to that Three of Cups energy. So as I said, you can spend time with other people, but ultimately it's like learning how to give back to yourself, that you are also part of this equation. Your own health, your own success, your own journey is part of this, and that no one else can give this to you. You know, as you can see, she's the one who's giving. So she's the one who has to learn how to give back to herself and learn how to be generous with herself as well. We also got the Eight of Pentacles. Love to see this. It talks about mastery. And as I said, you know, I don't really get a financial or job reading about this, but it's talking about self-mastery. Learning to know thyself, learning to master oneself, learning to master one's life path. So really, I see here, you know, with this journey, it's like doing the things which may seem monotonous, may seem boring and repetitive. As you can see here, there's all these pentacles that this man keeps creating, but doing the things that may seem boring, that's creating discipline, that's creating mastery, that's creating understanding about the finer details about your own life, about your own self-mastery. And that is the purpose that I always feel as human beings. It's like we are given this body and the soul, this mind, this heart, to know thyself, to understand thyself. You know, there's only so much we can learn from other people. A lot of the learning comes from our own experiences and taking our own journeys. And finally, we got the Six of Wands. So really, it's talking about victory for some of you. By going through this journey and really choosing yourself, you are going to find victory. You're going to find a new sense of understanding, a deeper sense of love for yourself, and also just saying success of some kind. So really, you know, and people, as you can see here, there's many people with these wands celebrating this person on horseback. So it's saying, like, you know, whatever success that you may feel from this journey, it will shine through you. You will glow. And people who are the people who are meant to be in your life, the people who do love and support you, will be there to cheer you on. And they will see that change in your life. And they will be there to support you and celebrate you. So let's pull out more cards, just a little bit more clarity in terms of what are we dealing with here. Power. That's funny. I literally just got that in another reading. Let's see. Awareness. Last one. I think bottom one, actually. That one's calling to me. Purification. Yeah. Okay. So power. Again, I think for some of you, if anyone really did go through any type of emotional hardship in the past, this is you regaining your power. Also learning how to exercise and use your power of choice as a human being. That is your gift as a human being. To use your choices to to flip the script, change the narrative. That's how I always feel. That is what changes our reality, our destiny, you know? So it's really gaining back your power, and the universe is saying, use your power in the most beneficial way. Use it in a way that is going to benefit you the most. You know, you are in the driver's seat. So trust in yourself, as I said before. Awareness. Right next to that moon card, you know? So really, as I said, you know, even though if for some of you, if you are going through some difficulty right now, again, that major arcana card of the moon is really trying to connect you back to your intuition. So from that darkness, you will learn and get new awareness about your situation, about what may be going on from the past, about learning what to let go, and knowing how to deal with that so you can move forward in the future. And finally, purification. As I said, you know, for some of you, as I said, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Cups reversed, you know, any type of pain, this is the purification process. You know, we are purified sometimes through fire. You being a Leo, you are a fire sign. So sometimes it really is an uncomfortable process. You know, it could be painful sometimes, but that, as I said, is the healing journey. But that does not mean that, you know, it's not worth taking. You know, there's something permanent and long-lasting that some of you are trying to achieve right now. And that's going to take some uncomfortable situations. you know, but understand, by going through this process, gaining that awareness, gaining that intuition, that is what's going to last you a lifetime, that you can carry with you through any type of challenge in the future. So really, there's a purification process for some of you. And as I said, you know, they got these waves here. As I said, emotional journey for some of you. We got emotions, you know. Finally, last two cards in terms of a life theme, advice from the universe, etc. Mending. As I said, healing journey for some of you, absolutely. And we got create space. Okay. So not much to say about this one. I'll just touch upon it really quick. As I said, whoever's going through a healing journey to heal from anything in the past, this is about mending, you know, about you healing old wounds, getting rid of old belief systems that may have come up from that pain. And as I said, to let those things go so that you are no longer stuck or beholden to the past, and you can move forward with trust, power, and awareness. Finally, we got create space. As I said here, for some of you, you know, getting rid of those belief systems, emptying and purging out the mind, purifying the mind, that purification process. You are creating space for new things to exist, new belief systems to exist, by going through that experience and that journey. Also, as I said, removing people who are not in alignment with what you're going through right now, who don't know how to support that. People who may distract you from this journey as well. So really creating that space, removing things that are not important, and removing anything that may distract you. As I said, that Seven of Cups, you're going to be given a lot of different opportunities. So now it's saying, you know, remove the things that are not important so that you have space for new things to come in, so that you can experience those things fully, and again, learn that new intuition, knowledge, higher learning, enlightenment from there. So this is what I kind of see for some of you Leos, a big healing journey for some of you. You are purging out a lot of these things with your element of fire. You know, you're using your power to do so. You know, you're using your willpower to change, as I said, the story of what may have happened in the past into something new, starting a new chapter, you know. So here, that's kind of what I see, a big healing journey for some of you. So again, if this reading did resonate, don't forget to hit that like button. Leave me a comment if you like. I love hearing comments from you guys. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, especially if this did resonate, so we can stay in touch for future readings. But that's all I have for you right now. I have more coming up in the future. But other than that, I want to say thank you again for watching, and I will talk to you very soon. Goodbye.